So I started working back in San Francisco after having been home for 10 years, working from home. And I had started out doing a virtual job where I did not have to be there, but it eventually grew into a project where I had to be there every single day. And that meant the drive from the Fairfield area to San Francisco, no matter what the traffic was like. Sometimes it would take me 2 hours to get to work. On long weekends, it would take me 3 hours to get home. So on any given day, I was looking at 4 to 5 hours of commuting. In addition to that, I was sitting at a desk every day, sitting in meetings, just always very sedentary all of a sudden instead of being able to get up and move and do as I really wanted to. After doing about 2 years of that, a couple of times I would find that I would get tingling in my feet, and then it moved up to tingling in my lower legs, then tingling all the way up to my waist. And then in the past year, the tingling turned into total shutdown of everything below the belly button. Just nothing would work. It would tingle, then it would just go completely numb. I could not feel myself moving my legs. And this would happen after sitting in the car for too long. It would happen after sitting at a desk for too long. At the most inconvenient times, I would be late for meetings because I would get up and not be able to walk. And so once I realized I had to do something, I could not walk. It's just, a long walk from the parking garage to my office, or sometimes a long walk from one hospital facility to the one across the street. It just was impossible not to be able to move. And it was very scary as well because I did not know what was shutting down in my body. And I started looking at what do I need to do. If I went to the doctors, I had worked with doctors for a very long time. And I knew what they would say: take this pill, take these pills, let's do a CT scan, an MRI, oh, you have this or that. And because my husband himself had just come through a back injury, I felt like a lot of the things I was experiencing kind of sounded like what he had also experienced in his back injury. And so I knew I did not want to be pill dependent. And I didn't think that just, scanning and looking was going to solve anything. It was just going to take more money out of my paycheck and my account. So I really believe in holistic care. I should say that from the beginning because my husband's a massage therapist. I watched him through his journey of becoming a massage therapist. I know how much good holistic care could do. And I knew that the acupuncture and all of these things really had a value. However, I was very afraid of chiropractic because in the past when I've had issues with a neck problem that I had, the chiropractors would very hard, move your body and push, and you'd hear popping and so forth. And I would sometimes come out of those in more pain than I went into, and it would never last. So once I started looking around and researching, I'm a researcher at heart, I just looked at every different kind of care that was out there when it came to chiropractic. And I ended up looking at what the NUCA, I believe it's called, what it was all about, and how it was really supposed to bring your body back to what it should be without all the harshness and the moving and the cracking of your bones. And I wanted to try it. And I found Dr. Tam. It was like serendipitous because I called 3 other chiropractors and trying to find out what kind of chiropractic they had done. And 2 never called me back. The other one had no appointments that week. And Dr. Tam, and not I'm saying you were my last resort, but the fact that you were doing the type of chiropractic care that I learned should be done for your body, and you immediately was able to get me in. And then the whole experience when I came here for my first appointment, I even brought my husband with me because I was like, these chiropractors are kind of, they sell you a bag of goods, and I don't want to be pulled into it. You come with me because when they show me things about my body, you've taken all of the holistic classes that tells you what's really going on, and I know that he would help me figure out the things that I was seeing and hearing. And even he came in with a very skeptical, hat on, but when we left, he was like, "Yeah, that's what you should be doing. That's going to help you." The doctor's not only talking about aligning your body and pushing and shoving, but he's telling you how you're going to eat, what you're going to need to change in your diet, how you're going to exercise. You have to put all of these together. And if you can come and get the acupuncture as well, try to move in that direction. At first, I felt like, how am I ever going to be able to afford this? I have to finish the care. I have to take it from beginning to end, because I knew that when you do something halfway, it just goes back. And, they say it gets worse than when you never did it at all. So we looked at the costs. We found the ways to make sure that I could actually finish my program. And I have to say, the first week, I felt like nothing's happening, nothing's different. My feet are still falling asleep. This isn't working for me. And my husband was the one that just encouraged me, you got to stick with it. It's not. And even Dr. Tam kept telling me it took you years to make your body respond this way. It's not going to stop in a week or two. You have to stick with it. By the end of the first month, I could kind of tell I was doing a little better. I didn't get as many episodes of my legs falling asleep or things shutting down. By the end of the second month, I could tell that the decompression was really a lot better. My hips had stopped hurting. My neck pain was going away. By the third month, I felt like I was ready to run a marathon. And I had to actually stop myself from overdoing it, because when I felt really good, I wanted to do everything. I'm just that A-type personality, and I wanted to just pick up and clean house and do gardening, and really needed to, my body would tell me at some point, that's enough. And I needed to learn to listen to that. By the time my fourth month came along, I have to tell you, we went at about the end of my fourth month of sticking with my program, not missing my appointments, doing my exercises, eating right, all of the things that you're told to do. We went on a 3-day trip to Disneyland, something that we had not been able to do, because first my husband was injured and he couldn't walk, and then with what was going on with me, I didn't feel like I could, number one, sit in the car that long to drive down there and then walk around Disneyland. But we went, we spent 3 days, we had fun. Not one time did my legs shut down. And we walked 2 days all over Disneyland, 1 day all over Legoland, back and forth to the hotel, back and forth to restaurants, up and down in Anaheim. And as long as I paced myself and just didn't try to move too fast and rested, and I didn't go on any of the really crazy bumpy rides, we had a fantastic time and my body felt great. I was not tired out. I can't say enough of how much this has made a difference for me. And I know that I have more care to do, and I know that I have to continue with my exercises and the eating right and my drinking of all my water and all of that. But now I know that if you can't cure it, maybe there's no way to cure what was wrong with my back, but it certainly gave my body a chance to heal itself as far as it could heal itself. And that's why I'm going to be like 100%. Anybody asks me, what did you do? How's your legs? Who's your chiropractor? They're going to have to sit down for about an hour and listen to me, because I am encouraging everybody who tells me that I hear the same things being wrong with a lot of my friends. We have long commutes. We have sitting at desk all day. And I'm always telling people, if you don't take care of your body now, you're not going to have it to take care of later. All the work in the world and all the money in the world is not going to be worth it if you're not taking care of you. And then if I can't take care of me, I can't take care of my family.